Hello there and welcome to World Sport, live from CNN Centre. I'm Don Riddell. With just 3 weeks to go now until the start of the World Cup, one of football's biggest stars has undergone knee surgery and he could now be a doubt for the tournament. This is serious news. Luis Suarez went under the knife in Montevideo on Thursday to repair a partial lesion of the external meniscus in his left knee. The Uruguayan Football Association hasn't given any further details, but they say his involvement in the World Cup has not yet been ruled out. Their first game is against Costa Rica on the 14th of June, after which they have tough games against England and Italy in Group D. If Suarez doesn't make it, it would obviously be a huge blow for Uruguay and, of course, for all the fans who know him as one of the most exciting players in the world. Remember, he led the line for Liverpool in the Premier League this season, scoring 31 goals in just 33 games. The Reds finished second and Suarez was rewarded with the PFA and Football Writers' Player of the Year awards. He's Uruguay's record goal scorer with 38 goals, scoring 11 times in helping them qualify for the World Cup. So will he make it to Brazil? Dr. Ralph Rogers is a leading sports medicine consultant joining us now from our London studio. Thanks for being with us. Let's break this down, shall we? A partial lesion of the external meniscus. Uruguay's first game is 23 days away. What do you think is the best case scenario?
I don't think he makes the first game. I think they'll be pushing it a bit with the first game.
So you're actually optimistic then that he could feature in the tournament?
That's a very interesting question because I think there's a lot of different sides to that question. I think if you're a Liverpool fan or a Brendan Rodgers, you're thinking, no, I don't want him to go. If you're from Uruguay, you're thinking 4 to 6 weeks. I'm looking at 4 to 6 weeks, to be honest.
Okay, so 4 to 6 weeks, that means we really are looking at perhaps featuring in the group stages. Obviously, you would hope Uruguay would go deeper into the tournament so he could feature. But, I mean, when is he going to be back on his feet, able to train and prepare for the tournament?
You know, I know they say it's a partial lesion. You know, people do heal differently. I'd say probably the next, I mean, he should be up and walking in the next couple of days, that's for sure. But you got to control the swelling. But it's all about being match fit. It's not just being ready to play. He's got to be match fit. So if, you know, 4 to 6 weeks is even pushing it.
Given the type of player Luis Suarez is, how would you expect him to recover from an injury like this?
Well, you know, he's, you know, one of the best players right now. He's really tough. I'm sure he'll rehab very hard. And I think he'll do well, but I think it'll be pushing it to try to get him, you know, even in, you know, after the group stages.
What kind of say do Liverpool have in all of this, do you think? And I ask you this because, of course, you used to work for Chelsea, so you've got a good idea of what's going on behind the scenes.
Well, yeah, that's the really interesting part. It's not just the partial lesion. It's, well, whose player is it? Well, obviously he's Uruguayan. He wants to play for Uruguay. But, you know, he's Liverpool's player. And I think if you're a Liverpool fan and you're paying 220 grand a week, you want him to be ready for next season. So therein lies the problem with country versus club.
All right. Fascinating insight. Dr. Ralph Rogers, thanks for being with us on World Sport.
You're welcome, Doug.